So today's video is going to be an anti-haul that's like Disney themed and other nostalgic launches. So let's just get into it. Anti-hauls were a series created by Kimberly Clark, so I will leave her channel and that linked down below, and I'll also leave a playlist linked down below.
A few moments later.
And I will also leave a playlist of the anti-hauls linked down below, so you can check them out. Firstly, we're going to talk about, this isn't Disney themed, but Fenty, which is Rihanna's makeup brand, did a collab with Mischief. This was their ketchup collab. This was in partnership with the Fenty Gloss Bombs. There was 6 ketchup packets. Was either lip gloss or ketchup. They were like small. It was silly, but that was like kind of the point, really, was for them to be silly. Next is the Colourpop High School Musical collection. The packaging was good, the eyeshadow palette was just average. The lip crayons were rather small, like they could have been bigger. Like a lot bigger. Like they could have been a lot bigger. But they did look rather bright. The swatches just look really photoshopped, which I don't like. The powder blush is just blush, really. Just with fancy packaging. But I already have a blush. The gel liners don't like the tip. Like, they were felt tip eyeliners, which I don't like. There again, I'm also not a High School Musical fan. I have all the colours of the eyeshadow palettes in the eyeshadow palette in my collection. The lip pencils were just too tiny. And I've got blush. Just looks also like another Disney collab. Next is the Harry Potter collection from Colourpop. The eyeshadow palette has too many colours. But like, it should have just been Harry Potter colours and that's it. Like, there shouldn't have been any other colours. Because there's all these pointless neutral colours that really just didn't need to be in there. Also, I've got all those colours in my collection. They had liquid lips, which aren't any different to any other liquid lipstick that you'll see, so that made it also pointless.
A few moments later.
Then you've got eyeliners, don't need any more. Not really a Harry Potter fan. They have highlighters, don't need any more. Lip balms, they could have done with the liquid lipsticks being the colour of the Harry Potter houses. Because the lip balms were the colours of the Harry Potter houses. That would have just made more sense. We'll leave some videos of the collection linked down below. Next is the Makeup Revolution Lion King. This is an eyeshadow palette, which the big main eyeshadow palette, there were also lots of mini eyeshadow palettes. And the colours were just wishy-washy. Like, I watched a testing video and it was so wishy-washy no matter what base you used. Also, the small eyeshadow palettes have very few colour variety. The lip gloss is very similar to ones in my collection. Like, the colour stories to the eyeshadow palettes just do not make sense, especially the mini ones. And some highlighters, which I already have a Makeup Revolution highlighter, so I wouldn't buy any more. Next, we're going to talk about the Urban Decay She-Hulk collection. The colour story, the eyeshadow palette was so bad. Like, I'm not even joking. It was terrible. Like, where's the green? No green, just a very light, boring olive green. Like, where's the green in this palette? They should have just done like a whole greeny palette. I hate the majority of Disney collabs. Like, I really haven't liked any of them. Next is the Makeup Revolution. This isn't Disney. Powder Puff Girls collection. The eyeshadow palette, I hated the layout. There were lip products, which I don't need because I just have tons of lip products. There were these bubble blushes, which I definitely don't need. They have an eyeshadow brush set, which I have so many. They had a primer. I have enough primer at the moment. And I'm not like the biggest Makeup Revolution primer fan. And there's just all these mini eyeshadow palettes. Just look like they slapped the Powder Puff Girls on the packaging. Next, haha, A Dose of Colour has a Minnie Mouse collection. The eyeshadow palette is not even Minnie Mouse thing, there's just like one pink shade. There's a bunch of lip products. Can we just not have Disney collabs? Because they're just getting so lazy and boring, like literally. Then we have Makeup Revolution with Looney Tunes. This was just the most basic eyeshadow palette ever. Just a standard eyeshadow palette. The mini palettes were also boring. Don't need all those eyeshadow palettes. It's too much. There's some blushes and some lip products. And a face palette that's like every other nostalgic collection where it just isn't good. Catrice has a Disney Villains collection. This was so boring. And all we seem to be is the makeup market just seems to be Disney collabs, like so boring. Like if you look at the picture on the screen, it's not Disney villain colour schemed at all. Do we need this? No. This is so average. So that brings us to the end of this anti-haul. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in another video. Plus, all my social medias will be linked down below. So, bye.